right, what is going on, guys? We are out here at the Southwest Baptist University Memorial Course, little 6-hole track, and we are going to be reviewing the new Sea Turtle. Let's get into it. So like I said, we are here at Southwest Baptist University at the old stomping grounds. We're at Memorial Hall. This is actually where Cameron and I lived whenever we were attending Southwest Baptist University. This is actually the first disc golf course we ever played. It's a little 6-hole track out here, and it is the perfect course to try out the new Sea Turtle mid-range for you guys. Just gonna give some initial thoughts on the feel. It's tacky. It feels pretty flat, but feels good in my hand, not too deep for a mid-range, so it feels really, really good. I think it flies pretty stable from what I understand. Ours is 177 grams, so I think it's gonna be pretty neutral to stable, so I'm excited to give it a couple of rips here. This is also gonna double a little bit as a vlog style. You're gonna get to see a little bit from me. I know you're usually used to seeing Cameron, but you're gonna get to learn a little bit more about Jacob today. So we're gonna give it 6 holes. My goal today at this track, I've never shot 6 under. There's a couple longer holes that I don't know if I'll be able to reach it with a mid-range. If I could shoot 3 or 4 under today, I think that'd be pretty good. So let's get into it. All right, so we are on the pad of hole 1. It's about 290 feet. You won't be able to see it. It's right behind the tree over there. It's really just a little hyzer shot now over the concrete. That's pretty good. All right, so you might be wondering, why the heck are we seeing so much of Jacob right now and not so much of Cameron? Well, Cameron is actually in Africa with our sister. She lives as a full-time missionary in Kenya. And so you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. And you might be wondering, why don't we see more of Jacob in the videos? Why don't we see more of Jacob in the local competitive scene? Well, these are some questions that we're gonna be unpacking a little bit in these 6 holes. So we're almost up to my upshot right now. I think I'm gonna have a little putt for birdie, but stay tuned if you wanna see some of these questions get answered. All right, not too bad to start. Pretty well parked for the birdie. Don't need to mess these up. All right, 1 for 1. Good start. All right, hole 2 plays about 177 feet. Hole 2, fun fact, was the first hole I ever aced. You're able to see it just behind this tree right over here. We're gonna see how this thing does on a little forehand. We're gonna go with a little flick, try to avoid the out of bounds road, see if we can get it up in the circle. All right, that took a skippy on the road. Might be out of bounds. All right, well, we skipped OB long a little bit, so we're gonna have a jumper for par from back here. Oh! I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that was going in the basket. To answer the question of, what do I do full time? Because you can tell that Cameron is a lot more of our social media guy. What is my full-time position? Well, I actually work at Southwest Baptist University, our alma mater. I work in our residence life department, and so as a result, I don't get nearly as much time as I would like to be down at the store full time. I'm still a partner with the rest of the guys, with Luke and Cameron. Now, obviously, you see me in a lot of YouTube videos, but I would like to be seen a little bit more. So I'm going to be able to be out in some of these videos while Cameron's gone. I'm excited to be able to interact with you guys. All right, y'all, so hole 3 for us is about 320 feet right on the opposite side of this big tree in the open field. It's actually coming in a little bit of a right to left wind, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit of hyzer, see if we can get something to push over there. Oh, that's really low. That didn't go anywhere. That's a bummer. A couple of tough goes there. Unfortunate birdie on 2. That's one of the easier holes on this little loop track, and then we're gonna probably have like a throw from where we're at over here on the 3rd. So not a super great start for me. We'll see if we can pick it up on the last half. All right, like I said, we got a little bit of a long look here. I'm gonna give it a little jabby throw. Oof. Honestly, pretty good effort there. All right, so we're about to be in for par right here. Honestly, initial thoughts, the disc feels awesome. It flies pretty stable. I think it's the type of plastic, it is really hot here in Missouri, but it's the type of plastic that I think, with the way that it's so gummy, could beat in really nicely and get really straight. We're here at our par putt. Let's see if we can knock it down. All right. But I think it could get really nicely beat in to fly dead straight. Right now it's flying pretty stable. This next one's one of our longer holes, as you'll see. So I'm gonna maybe give it a little bit of a flex shot, see what kind of stability it shows out. All right, hole number 4, probably the longest hole on the course, about 350 feet, straight up this hill in between the trees, right by the brick sign. It's going to be a pump with this disc, but I'm excited to try to display some of the stability. I'm going to give it a little bit of a flex shot. Well, unfortunately, it did kind of hold it. It just kind of stayed over. I think I might have scooted maybe just on the edge of the grass or out of bounds. I mean, I tried to throw it pretty hard. It came out more flat than Anheuser. But I'll tell you, I mean, it kind of holds it nice. It just kind of held the line, didn't get overly beefy. Just kind of held the line straight. So encouraging to still see that as I'm kind of learning the disc. But it can kind of hold some torque, but it's not an absolute beefcake that's just going to fight out of anything. All right, so I just barely held on there. Got almost no look. Got a little jabby guy here. All right, y'all, got about 320 feet straight up this hill, dead straight shot, super low ceiling, Obi Road and beyond. I'm probably not getting up there with this, but I think if I give it a little bit of flex, it should be able to fight up there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be C2. Honestly, with this disc, C2 is not terrible. I'm gonna take that all day. All right, now I'm gonna be getting into one of the more common questions that Cameron and I get since we started this channel, and it's, who's better, you or Cameron? And honestly, it's a given day. Cameron has got the forehand power. I've got more of the backhand power and distance. Really just, honestly, kind of depends on who wants to have better upshots, who wants to putt better that day. Kind of determines who wins between Cameron and I. You've been keeping up with our Brother Battle series. I actually just took the lead, so I'm up 3 months to 2. If you haven't got to see it, go check them out. They've been down to the wire almost every single week. There's hardly been any runaway weeks at all. And so me and Cameron have always had a very competitive lifestyle, played sports all growing up. And so disc golf has kind of been a way for us to have that competitive outlet, especially since we've had the store and started the channel. So it's been a lot of fun to be able to still compete with him even whenever we're not kids anymore, we're adults, but we get to still have fun and play games. All right, so this is full on, like not that bad of a shot. C2 look up here, low ceiling. I'm gonna give it a little jump bid, see if we can make something happen. Oof. Just a little bit too long. What's good is that this thing putts well from 5 feet, so. All right, hole number 6. This is our last hole, 270 feet. This is probably the most popular hole amongst my friends and I. We would come out here and throw ace runs at this basket all the time. It is right there in front of you, 270 feet. I did throw one practice shot with this disc before we started, and just to see if I could even get it there, because I was already thinking about this hole. I landed about 10 feet deep and about 25 feet to the right. So the ace is possible. We've got a little bit of a left to right tailwind coming in right here, and I'm gonna be trying to make some fireworks happen for you. 3 under is not gonna happen today. We're sitting at even par right now. 2 under could happen. Let's try to put this in the basket. Okay, that's a line that could do the thing. Oh, it's not gonna get there. Oh, man. Honestly, right out of my hand, I thought, you know, maybe it's got a chance, but about halfway through the flight, I realized the crosswind was just gonna smash it down. We should have a C1 look though. This is about as close as you can get without being right under the basket. Not a bad shot. Okay, so here are my honest thoughts on the Sea Turtle after about 6 holes. All holes that I think are mid-range distance for basically any level of player. There's some really short ones for newer players, but some longer mid-range holes for more experienced players. And I'm gonna be rating this on a scale of 10 in 2 categories, stability and feel. So for me personally, this disc is tacky, and I like tacky, gummy plastic. I feel like I could grip it and it wasn't going anywhere, and I'm pretty sweaty right now. My hands get kind of clammy, and I didn't feel like my grip was affected with this. I usually keep a bag of chalk with me, but since I was only using this one disc, I didn't bring my bag, and I didn't feel like that was a problem. I never felt like my hands were gonna be slipping out of this thing, so the hand feel for me is excellent. Like I said, I like Frisbees to be kind of flat, especially in mids. And so this disc is pretty flat for the stability. It's got a little bit of a puddle on the top, almost. And so I really like the feel of it in my hand. I would say in terms of stability, it is stable. out of the box, I would say that this is a disc that for maybe your average arm speed is going to be maybe like a Rock 3, maybe a little bit more stable than a Rock 3. You can punch it really flat, hard. It is not going to turn. It's going to probably just stay flat and then start to casually hyzer at the end of its flight. I was putting it on a little bit of flex and it would just hold it and then pan out flat at the end of the flight. I didn't really get a whole lot of bite with it. Didn't get any dives. But a lot of just gentle gliding hyzer. Definitely a disc that I think could find a spot in a lot of people's bags. Love the company that's putting these together. Think it's a super awesome thing, and honestly this thing might be making my bag if I can get a Rock 3 to leave it or something, or if I can find a disc that it could replace, maybe even a Buzz, like a stable Buzz. I think this can make a spot in my bag. I know it could probably make a spot in your bag as well, so be on the lookout for these coming soon, because they're really fun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to see how this thing flies. Hope you've enjoyed getting to see me behind the camera a little bit. I know Cameron's eager to get back and start interacting with you all again, but in all things that we're doing, we want to keep doing things like this. So if you like these types of videos, let us know. If you like us doing disc reviews, let us know. We'll keep throwing them. We'll keep showing you how an amateur player throws frisbees. We're nothing special, but we maybe show what the common man can do. So if you like these types of videos, let us know. Make sure to like and comment on these videos. Let us know what other discs you'd like to see us review. Be on the lookout for some more stuff coming before Cameron gets back from Kenya. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're super close, and we are super thankful for you guys for coming along on this journey with us. Ozark Mountain Disc to the moon. We'll see you guys in the next one.